Hi guys, I'm Laura Vitale, and on this episode of Laura in the Kitchen, we are gonna make such a favorite. I know many people grew up on it, and it's so easy to make from scratch. We're making homemade hamburger helper. It's so good, so much better for you than the box stuff, so much more delicious, and really not much more effort. If you can boil that, you can make this, and it's so fantastic. You're going to love it. The whole family will love it. Such a fave. I've got some ground beef in my Dutch oven. I'm just gonna go ahead and let the ground beef cook. Oh, model! I'm gonna go ahead and let the ground beef cook until it's pretty much fully cooked. In the meantime, I'm going to finely chop a half of an onion or a whole onion and then a few cloves of garlic. The ingredients you're gonna need for this is ridiculously simple, and they're very few, but they're all the right ones. Obviously, you'll need onions and garlic and beef, a little bit of milk, some beef broth, some tomato sauce, a few spices, some pasta, and some cheese. Boom. How much easier does it get? If you can boil regular hamburger helper, you can make this. It's not that much more difficult, not that much more involved, I should say. I'm just gonna go ahead and finely chop this bit of onion. I want it to be really finely chopped so that it doesn't take any extra time to cook, because I want to get dinner on the table quickly, especially on nights where we've got dance and activities. Like, I want to be in and out, and the whole family loves this, which makes me very happy, because I don't want to be the one that has to make different things for different people. I'm not doing that. Not doing that. Beef is pretty much cooked through. You can see this is a really lean kind cut of beef. There's not a lot of fat running through it. There's probably only, like, I'd say a total of about a tablespoon and a half of fat / oil combined. So I'm gonna leave it in because I need some fat, because fat is flavor, and I don't want nothing dry and tasteless. I added the onion. I'm gonna give the garlic a rough chop, and I'll add that in too. I'm gonna season the beef with a little bit of salt and a little grinding of black pepper. And I'm just gonna go ahead and let this cook about 3 to 5 minutes until the onions have softened, and then we will move on to the next step. That looks fantastic. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this with a little bit of flour. Hamburger helper has a real specific, and I wouldn't say unique, but a certain thickness to it. So adding a little bit of flour is going to help make sure that that pasta really adheres to the broth, I guess. All right, once that's all mixed in, you're going to go ahead and add your beef stock and then your tomato sauce, spices, and milk. Bring it up to a boil, and then just let it simmer for about 5 minutes. It doesn't need to simmer very long. The spices are just a combination of Italian seasoning, paprika, chili powder, garlic, onion, a little cayenne. Get that all mixed in there. Let it come to a boil, simmer 5 minutes, and then we'll move on to the next step. Perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and add my pasta. I'm using shells, and it may look like it's not gonna all fit, but you're gonna have to just trust me when I tell you it's all gonna fit. I'm using shells. This works really well, really well. This works just as great with elbow, pennette, rodini, whatever. Mini rigatoni, which is Mia's favorite shape of all times. It'll be wonderful. Orecchiette. Lid on, 8-ish minutes, or until the pasta's cooked through. Get yourself a block of extra sharp cheddar. Do not use the pre-shredded kind. It is not gonna melt the same, and it's not gonna add the same flavor and texture to your finished dish. Once this is done, I will show you what it looks like. It's so good. How easy was that? That was, to me, just as easy as opening up a box of hamburger helper and making it like that. Much better. That looks so phenomenal. I can't even describe it. I'm gonna hit it with a touch more salt, just because you always want to taste it for seasoning before you take it off the heat, so that you can give it a good chance for that salt to really melt. And now you're gonna stir in your sharp cheddar. Stir, stir, stir until it really melts in and it just becomes so delicious, so fantastic. It is truly a thing of beauty. Add it all in, mix it all until it's melty, cheesy, and combined, and then that's it. You serve. I do love to serve mine with some fresh parsley, some fresh chives, but not necessarily at all, and nobody else cares. So mix, mix, mix until all the cheese is melted. I mean, don't know about you. That's as perfect as it gets, okay? It's so insane. Insane. Spoon. Mouth is watering. It's going to be really hot, so you're just going to have to give me a minute. Shells are my personal favorite shape here, but like I said, use what you have. Don't go out to the grocery store and make a specific run for something. So good. It's a 10 out of 10. So delicious and fantastic. You will love it. Your family will love it. Your kids will love it. Easy one-pot wonder. Less than, 40 minutes, if that. Hope you enjoyed spending time with me. The recipe's on LaurenTheKitchen.com. I will see you in the next one. Bye.